Good morning everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to explore an important topic that affects many of us, understanding and preventing consumer fraud. In this presentation, I'll guide you through what consumer fraud really means, the most common types you should watch out for, the impact it has on individuals and society, and, most importantly, how you can protect yourself. Let's dive in and become more informed and empowered consumers. Consumer fraud refers to deceptive or misleading actions directed at consumers, with the goal of gaining an unfair or unlawful advantage. Essentially, it's when someone uses dishonest tactics to trick people. The impact on victims can be significant, often leading to financial loss or other types of harm. The methods employed in consumer fraud are varied but share a common theme. They involve scams, false claims about products or services, or misrepresentations designed to confuse or mislead consumers into buying something or making choices they wouldn't have made otherwise. Understanding these key points helps us recognize and avoid these fraudulent practices. Let's talk about some of the most common types of consumer fraud that people should be aware of. First, there's identity theft, where criminals illegally obtain personal information to commit fraud or theft, often targeting financial accounts. This can have serious consequences and be difficult to recover from. Next is false advertising, which involves making misleading or untrue claims about products or services just to attract buyers, leading consumers to make decisions based on incorrect information. Then, we have credit card fraud, where someone uses another person's credit card information without permission to make purchases or withdraw funds. It's a risk that's increasingly common with online shopping. Phishing scams are another major threat. These involve sending deceptive emails or messages designed to trick people into revealing sensitive information, like passwords or financial details. Lastly, fake charities pose a unique danger. These fraudulent organizations pretend to be legitimate to solicit donations dishonestly, often exploiting people's goodwill. Understanding these common types can help us stay vigilant and protect ourselves from becoming victims. When consumers fall victim to fraud, the impact can be quite significant. First, there's the direct financial loss. People might lose money outright, or they might end up paying more because companies raise prices to cover fraud-related costs. Beyond the money, fraud also takes a toll emotionally. It can cause a lot of stress, anxiety, and make people wary of trusting businesses or institutions in the future. On a broader scale, fraud affects the economy by driving up operating costs for companies, and those expenses often trickle down to consumers in the form of higher prices. There are also legal consequences to consider. Investigating and prosecuting fraud drains valuable public and private resources. Finally, when a business is linked to fraud, its reputation can take a serious hit, leading to a long-lasting loss of customer trust and goodwill, which is hard to rebuild. All of these impacts show just how damaging consumer fraud can be on multiple levels. To protect yourself from consumer fraud, start by regularly monitoring your bank and credit card statements. This way, you can quickly spot any unauthorized transactions and address them before they cause serious problems. Next, always use strong and unique passwords for your online accounts, and whenever possible, enable two-factor authentication. This extra layer of security helps keep your information safe. Be cautious if you receive unsolicited requests asking for personal or financial information. Scammers often use these tactics to steal your data. Before making donations or purchases, take a moment to verify that charities and sellers are legitimate. It's a simple step that can protect you from fraud. Also, make sure your software, including antivirus programs, is always updated to guard against the latest cyber threats. Finally, if you ever suspect fraud, report it promptly to the relevant authorities. This not only helps protect you but also aids in preventing others from falling victim.